You can start the session.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Are you able to see my?
yes, ma'am.
హలో అండి, గుడ్ ఆఫ్టర్నూన్ అందరికి. బాగున్నారా అందరూ? సో నా స్క్రీన్ మీరు చూస్తూ ఉంటారు కదా. నేను ఒకరి గురించి పెట్టున్నా. ఏం పెట్టున్నాను? ఆయన ఎవరు గుర్తు తెచ్చుకోండి ఒకసారి. ఆయన గుర్తు లేకున్నా ఆయన వెనుకున్న ఇమేజ్ మనందరికీ తెలుసు. ఏంటిదది? జాతీయ జెండా, ఇండియన్ ఫ్లాగ్. సో ఆయన మన జాతీయ పతాక రూపకర్త పింగళి వెంకయ్య గారు. మన భారతదేశానికి ఆత్మగౌరవానికి ప్రతీకగా నిలిచిన వ్యక్తి, జాతీయ జెండా రూపకర్త మన పింగళి వెంకయ్య గారు. పింగళి వెంకయ్య వినే ఉంటారు. మీకు చిన్నప్పుడు తెలుగు టెక్స్ట్ బుక్స్ లో ఈయన గురించి మనం వినే ఉంటాం. గుర్తు చేసుకోండి. సో మీరు మన జాతీయ పతాకము అంటే ఏమి గుర్తొస్తుంది? ప్రతిరోజు మనం ఎక్కడో ఒక దగ్గర మన జాతీయ జెండా చూస్తూనే ఉంటాం. అది ఎగురుతుంటే మనకి ఎలా ఉంటుంది? ప్రతి భారతీయుడు శరీరం పులకరిస్తుంది. ఆగస్టు 15th రోజు మనం ఫ్లాగ్ హైస్టింగ్ చేస్తాం కదా. అలా అఖండ భారతావనికి సగౌరవంగా నిలబడుతుంది భారత జాతీయ జెండా. దీని రూపశిల్పి మన అచ్చ తెలుగు బిడ్డ పింగళి వెంకయ్య గారు. భారతీయ జాతీయ పతాకం అన్నది ఎలా ఉంటుంది? దీర్ఘ చతురస్రాకారంలో ఉంటుంది. ఏమేమి కలర్స్ ఉంటాయి దాంట్లో? ఆరెంజ్, వైట్ అండ్ గ్రీన్ ఉంటాయా? అంటే ఏమంటాం తెలుగులో? కాషాయ రంగు, తెలుపు, పచ్చ రంగులు కలిసి త్రివర్ణంగా ఉంటుంది. 3 రకాలు. త్రివర్ణం అంటే ఏంటి? 3 రకాలుగా ఉంటూ మధ్యలో ఎలా ఉంటుంది చూడండి ఒకసారి. మీకు ఎక్కడైనా ఎప్పుడైనా మన జాతీయ జెండా కనబడితే ఇవన్నీ మనం చూడాల్సిన విషయాలు. కాషాయం రంగు, తెలుపు, పచ్చ రంగులు కలిగి త్రివర్ణ రంగులతో కలిగి మధ్యలో 24 ఆకులు కలిసిన నావీ బ్లూ రంగులో ఉండే చక్రాన్ని ఏమంటాం మనం? అశోక చక్రం ఉంటుంది. గుర్తుందా? ఆ చక్రం పేరేంటి? అశోక చక్రం అంటాము. ఒక దేశానికి జాతీయ జెండా అనేది ముఖ్యమైన చిహ్నం. అదేవిధంగా భారతదేశ జాతీయ జెండా భారతదేశానికి అత్యంత ప్రాముఖ్యత కలిగిన చిహ్నం. అది వచ్చి మన ఒక దేశ గౌరవం, దేశభక్తి మరియు స్వేచ్ఛకు చిహ్నం. భాష, సంస్కృతి, మతం మొదలైన వాటిల్లో తేడాలు ఉన్నప్పటికీ ఇది భారతదేశ ప్రజల ఐక్యతను సూచిస్తుంది. మన జాతీయ జెండా దేనికి ఉంటుంది? ఒక ఐక్యతను సూచిస్తుంది. మన భారతదేశ జెండా దేశానికే ఒక గర్వకారణం అండి. అఖండ భారతావనికి సగర్వంగా ఆకర్షించుకునే మువ్వన్నెల జాతీయ పతాకం ప్రతిరోజు సమున్నతంగా ఎగురుతుంటే ప్రతి భారతీయుడి శరీరం పులకరిస్తుంది. మీరు చూసే ఉంటారు, ఏదో ఒక స్కూల్లో, ప్రతి ఒక్క స్కూల్లోనూ జాతీయ జెండా ఎగురుతూ ఉంటుంది. కాకుంటే ఇప్పట్లో మనం ఆగస్ట్ 15th రోజు మాత్రం ఎగరేసి మిగతా లోపల పెట్టేసుకుంటున్నాం. అలానే మన ఎప్పుడు ఆగస్ట్ 15th రోజు స్వాతంత్ర దినోత్సవాన అండ్ జనవరి 26 గణతంత్ర వేడుకల సమయంలో మనం ఎగరేస్తూ ఉంటాము. దీని రూపశిల్పే మన అచ్చ తెలుగు బిడ్డ పింగళి వెంకయ్య గారు. ఈయన ఒక స్వాతంత్ర సమరయోధుడు మరియు మన జెండాలో ఉన్న త్రివర్ణ నమూనా భారత ప్రజాస్వామ్యం యొక్క 3 స్తంభాలను నిలబెట్టాలనే ఆలోచన. అది ఏ విధంగా సూచించాడంటే బలం, ధైర్యం మరియు త్యాగాన్ని సూచించే కాషాయం, శాంతి మరియు సత్యాన్ని సూచించే తెలుపు, ధర్మచక్రం వచ్చి పురోగతి మరియు పెరుగుదల, సంతానోత్పత్తి మరియు శుభాన్ని సూచించే ఆకుపచ్చ. అర్థమవుతోందా ఇప్పుడు? కాషాయం వచ్చి కాషాయం దేన్ని సూచిస్తుంది? బలం, ధైర్యం అండ్ త్యాగాన్ని సూచిస్తుంది. శాంతి మరియు సత్యాన్ని తెలుపు సూచిస్తుంది. శుభాన్ని సూచించేది ఆకుపచ్చ వర్ణం. ఈయన పింగళి వెంకయ్య గారు 1876 ఆగస్టు 26వ తేదీన అప్పటి మద్రాసు అంటే ఇప్పుడు చెన్నై అని అంటాం కదా, చెన్నై అనే ఊర్లో, మన చెన్నైలో ఉన్నత పాఠశాల విద్యను పూర్తి చేసుకుని కేంబ్రిడ్జ్ విశ్వవిద్యాలయం నుంచి గ్రాడ్యుయేషన్ చేయడానికి ఇంగ్లాండ్ వెళ్ళారు. ఆయన ఒక బహుముఖ ప్రజ్ఞాశాలి. ఆయనకి భూగర్భ శాస్త్రం, విద్య, వ్యవసాయం మరియు అనేక భాషలపైన ఆసక్తి ఉండేది. ఈ కాలంలోనే ఆయన మహాత్మా గాంధీని మొదటిసారి కలిశారు స్వాతంత్ర్యోద్యమ సమయంలో. మరియు ఆయన ఆలోచనలతో 50 సంవత్సరాలకు పైగా ఆయనకు ఒక విడదీయరాని అనుబంధం ఏర్పడింది గాంధీజీ గారితో. ఈయన వెంకయ్య గారు గాంధీ పట్ల చాలా విశ్వాసపాత్రుడిగా మరియు అత్యంత నిబద్ధతగా కలిగి ఉండేవాడు మరియు గాంధీ సూత్రాలను దృఢంగా విశ్వసించేవాడు. అసలు మన జెండా కథ ఏంటి అని ఒకసారి తెలుసుకుందామా? దక్షిణాఫ్రికాలో బ్రిటిష్ సైన్యంలో పనిచేస్తున్నప్పుడు ఒక సంఘటన వెంకయ్య మనస్సులో చెరగని ముద్ర వేసింది. అది ఏంటంటే అక్కడ సైనికులని బ్రిటిష్ భారతీయ జెండా అయిన యూనియన్ జాక్ కు సెల్యూట్ చేయమని అడిగారు. అప్పట్లో వాళ్ళ సైనికులని అందరినీ యూనియన్ జాక్కు సెల్యూట్ చేయమని అడిగారు. ఆ సమయంలో పింగళి జెండాకు సెల్యూట్ చేసినప్పటికీ అతని దేశభక్తి భావాలు తీవ్రంగా గాయపడ్డాయట మరియు అతను ఏదో ఒకటి చేయాలని నిర్ణయించుకున్నాడు. ఈ సంఘటన భారత స్వాతంత్ర్యం కోసం గాంధీజీ చేసిన పోరాటం వెంకయ్యను స్వాతంత్ర సమరయోధుడిగా మార్చాయి. ఆయనకి జెండాలంటే చాలా ఆసక్తి. అనేక జెండాలను చూసిన తర్వాత ఆయనకి మనం కూడా ఒక జెండా కనిపెట్టాలి, రూపొందించాలి అని ఆయన కొంత సమయాన్ని కేటాయించారు. 1816లో ఆయన జెండాలపై ఒక బుక్లెట్ను ప్రచురించారు. ఆ బుక్లెట్ పేరు భారతదేశానికి జాతీయ జెండా అనే పేరుతో విడుదల చేశారు. అందులో 24 డిజైన్ల జెండాలు ఉన్నాయి. ఆ జెండాలు అన్నిటినీ ఒక్కసారి గాంధీజీ గారు విజయవాడ వచ్చినప్పుడు ఆయన కలిసినప్పుడు ఆయనకి ఆ బుక్లెట్ చూపించారు. ఆ డిజైన్ చూసి గాంధీ సంతోషించి జాతీయ జెండా అవసరాన్ని అంగీకరించారు. సో అప్పుడు ఆయన కుండుకొని 1921 సంవత్సరంలో భారత కాంగ్రెస్ మహాసభలు జరిగినప్పుడు గాంధీజీ వెంకయ్య గారిని ఆ సమావేశానికి పిలిపించి ఆయన కనిపెట్టిన జెండాని మనం రూపొందిద్దాం అని ఆలోచన చేశారు. కానీ ఆ సమావేశానికి పిలిచినప్పుడు కాషాయం, ఆకుపచ్చ రంగులు, మద్యం రాట్నం కల ఒక జెండాను రూపొందించాలని కోరారు ఆయన. కానీ మహాత్ముని సూచనలతో ఒక జెండాను వెంకయ్యగా రూపొందించగా సత్యం, అహింసలకు ప్రత్యక్ష నిదర్శనమైన తెలుపు కూడా ఉండాలని చేర్చారు. అంటే ఇనిషియల్ స్టేజ్లో ఆయన కనిపెట్టిన జెండాలో తెలుపు లేకపోయేది. గాంధీజీ సూచనల ప్రకారం ఆయన దానిలో తెలుపు కూడా ఉండాలని నిర్ణయించారు. ఆ తెలుపు రంగున చేర్చి నాటికి త్రివర్ణ పతాకాన్ని దేశానికి ప్రదర్శించారు. చూసారా, ఫస్ట్ ఒక్కొక్క తరహాలో రూపుదిద్దుకుంటూ ఫస్ట్ రెండు రంగులు మాత్రమే రూపొందించారు. దానికి గాంధీజీ సలహాతో పింగళి వెంకయ్య గారు తెలుపు రంగుని యాడ్ చేసి మరియు దాన్ని ఒక త్రివర్ణాకారం దానితో మన జాతీయ జెండాని రూపొందించారు. యాక్చువల్గా గాంధీజీ ప్రోద్బలంతో త్రివర్ణ పతాకం పుట్టింది మన బెజవాడలోనే. కాషాయం హిందువులకు చిహ్నమని, ఆకుపచ్చ ముస్లింలను పేర్కొనడంతో ఇతర మతాలను కూడా ప్రాధాన్యత ఇవ్వాలనే అభిప్రాయం వెలువడడంతో గాంధీజీ సూచనపై ఆకుపచ్చ, కాషాయం రంగులు పాటు తెలుపు కూడా చేర్చి త్రివర్ణ పతాకాన్ని వెంకయ్య రూపొందించారు. మధ్యనున్న రాట్నం ఏంటి? అది మన గ్రామ జీవనాన్ని, రైతు కార్మిక తత్వాన్ని స్ఫూర్తింపజేస్తుంది. భారతదేశం సత్య అహింసలను ఆచరించడంతో సుభిక్షంగా ఉంటుందని మన ఆశయం. ఆ ఆశయ చిహ్నమే మన త్రివర్ణ పతాకం. చూసారా, పింగళి వెంకయ్య గారు ఒక ఇన్సిడెంట్ని బేస్ చేసుకొని మన దేశానికి కూడా ఒక చిహ్నం ఉండాలి, ఒక జెండా ఉండాలి అని అందరినీ దృష్టిలో ఉంచుకొని, అన్ని మతాలను దృష్టిలో ఉంచుకొని ఈ జాతీయ పతాకాన్ని రూపొందించారు. సో అందుకే మనం ఏమంటాము, జాతీయ జెండా రూపకర్త మన పింగళి వెంకయ్య గారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ అండి. దిస్ ఇస్ అబౌట్ పింగళి వెంకయ్య గారు. ఐఎమ్ స్టాపింగ్ మై స్క్రీన్. Ma'am, next class you can start further.
Yes. Carry on.
Shall we start, ma'am?
Yes. Good evening, children. So, 9th standard science. Today's topic is biogeochemical cycle. Yes. What is the interesting topic is today's topic is biogeochemical cycle. Bio means life, geo means earth. You know the meaning of bio and geo. Yes, bio means life and geo means earth. Yes, interrelated part, bio and geo. Is it? Biosphere is the part of the earth where life exists. So all the sources of biosphere can be grouped into two major categories. What are they? That is, one is biotic and then abiotic. Yes, that biosphere can be grouped into two major categories. That is, one is biotic and then another one is abiotic. Biotic means living factors. Biotic means living factors and then abiotic means a non-living factor. This is living factor and then abiotic means non-living factors. Yes, biotic are living factors which include the plants, animals and all other living organisms. What are the living factors means? Living factors are, what are the living factors? Plants, animals and other living organisms are living factor. Non-living factors are water, soil, air, sunlight, temperature, pressure. So these are all the non-living factors category. Okay. What are they? One is temperature and then pressure, water, soil, air. So these are all the examples of non-living factors. Living factors are plants, animals and other all the living organisms. Abiotic or non-living factors means that is include of factors like temperature, pressure, water, soil and then sunlight. So these are all non-living factor category. So which affect the ability of the organisms survive and reproduce. So that today's topic is biogeochemical cycle. Yes, bio means life, geo means earth. Okay, so biosphere is the part of the earth. So all the sources of biosphere can be divided into two categories. One is biotic and another one is abiotic. Biotic means which include plants, animals and other living organisms. Abiotic are non-living factors which include temperature, pressure, water, soil and sunlight. So these are all affect the ability of the organism to survive the reproduce. So the cyclic of flow nutrients between the living and non-living factors of the environment are termed as the biogeochemicals. Yes, what are the cycles? Water cycle, nitrogen cycle and then carbon cycle. So there are three kinds of cycles. What are they? Water, nitrogen, and then carbon cycle. So today's topic is water cycle. Today we are going to discuss the details about water cycle. So biogeochemical cycles there are three kinds of cycles. One is water cycle, nitrogen cycle, and then carbon cycle. First category is water cycle. Water cycle or the hydrological cycle is the continuous movement of water on the earth. Yes, water cycle. What is water cycle means? The concept of the meaning of water cycle is continuous movement of water on earth. So this is the main concept of water cycle. Yes, water cycle means that is continuous movement of water on earth. Okay. So what is that? That process is water moves from one reservoir to another by the process of such evaporation, sublimation, transpiration, condensation, precipitation, surface runoff, and then infiltration. These are all the processes are included in water cycle. What are the process? Water cycle means continuous movement of water. The water is continually moved from all the area that is in earth. So the water is moved in all places in the way of the process are first process is evaporation. First process is evaporation. And next one is sublimation. Another process is sublimation. And then transpiration. Next process is transpiration, condensation, and then precipitation. Another process is precipitation and then infiltration. So these are all the process of water cycle: evaporation, sublimation, transpiration, condensation, precipitation, and then infiltration. So these processes are in water cycle movement. Okay. During the water cycle, the water is converts itself in the various forms also: liquid, solid, and as well as vapor. In water cycle, the water is changed into three states, that is liquid formation, solid formation, and then vapor. Three states. Liquid state means water. Water means that is in liquid state. And next one is ice, solid state. This is water vapor. So these three states are occur in water cycle. So first process is evaporation. Evaporation is a type of vaporization. That is, the liquid is converted into gas before reaching the proper boiling point. So water is evaporate from the surface of the earth of different kinds of water bodies like ocean, sea, lake, river, pond, like that. Okay. What is evaporation? First process is evaporation process. Evaporation process is a type of vaporization. Vaporization process is called as evaporation. So evaporation means that is where liquid is converted into gas. So this process is called as evaporation. That is, water evaporate from the water surface. So this is water surface. What is this? Water surface. What are the water surface are present in our earth? Yes, pond, sea, river, and lake. So these are all the water surfaces. From the surface, water is evaporates. Yes, the water is evaporates. So this process is called as evaporation process. Evaporation is a type of vaporization. The liquid is converted into gas. So water evaporate from the water surface. What are the water bodies? Ocean, sea, lake, pond, and river. So in these places, water is evaporates. So this process is called as evaporation process. Understand, student? What is evaporation? Where are the evaporation is done? In which place the evaporation process is done? Okay. Second one is sublimation. Second concept is sublimation process. Yes. What is sublimation? Sublimation means conversion of solid to gas. Conversion of solid to gas. This process is called as sublimation without passing through any intermediate liquid phase. The ice sheet from the north to south pole, the ice cap on that mountains get converted into water vapor directly without converting into liquid. That process is called as sublimation. Okay, water sublimation process means the water vapor. How the water vapor is formed means the ice sheets is converted into water vapor. So this process is known as sublimation. Ice sheets, it's converted into water vapor without converting into water. That is direct process. There is no liquid in this intermediate way. Okay, without converting into liquid. Without converting into liquid, so that it is called as sublimation. One ice is directly converted into gas. This is ice bar. The ice bar is directly changed into water vapor. So this process is known as sublimation process. Is this clear, ma? First one is evaporation. Sublimation. Sublimation means nothing but the ice is directly converted into gaseous state. Solid state is directly converted into gaseous state. So that process is known as sublimation. So first one is evaporation, next one is sublimation, next one is transpiration. Transpiration process, the plant release the water vapor into the atmosphere through the stomata. I'll show the simulation part. Clearly you will understand the process also. Third one is transpiration. Transpiration is the process by which plant release water vapor to the atmosphere. Yes, transpiration is the process. The plants are release water vapor into the atmosphere. So this process is called as transpiration. Through stomata in leaves. Yes, the small holes are present in the plants. So that holes are called as stomata part. So in this, with the help of the stomata part, plant release the water vapor to the atmosphere through the stomata in leaves and then stem part also. Okay, so this process is called as transpiration process. So what is transpiration? Transpiration process is done in that plants. So all the kinds of leaves are present in small hole, that is called as stomata. So in stomata means plants absorb the water. Okay, we supply large amount of water to that growth of that plants. So that plants are absorb the water, and after, one of the important process is transpiration process in the plants. So the plants release the water vapor in that with the help of the stomata part. That process is called as transpiration. Okay, is there any doubt on this process? No. Yes. Once again, that set of students are asked, what is evaporation? Evaporation means nothing that, sublimation means ice part, that is solid part is directly changed to the gaseous part. Evaporation is the type of vaporization, that process, that is liquid turns into gas part. Evaporation means liquid is changed into gas part, that is called evaporation. Sublimation means solid part is directly moved to the gas, that is sublimation. Transpiration means that part, the process is done in the plants. Plant release the water vapor to the atmosphere through the stomata part. Okay, so next one is condensation. Students, please listen the lesson. Is there any doubt? Means you please type. Don't chat. This is not chatting box. Condensation. Next process is condensation. Condensation means condensation is the changing of gas phase into liquid phase. So this is the reverse of vaporization. Yes, condensation means reverse of vaporization. What is the concept of the condensation? Means reverse of vaporization. Okay. So the temperature is low means the water vapor present the condenses to the form of very tiny particles of water droplets. So these particles come close together to form the clouds. So that process is called as condensation. Condensation is the changing of gas phase to liquid phase. Yes, condensation. Sir, Karthik.
yes
சார்
ma'am.
ப்ளீஸ் அவங்கள இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ட் கொடுங்களேன். இந்த மாதிரி சேட் பண்ணும்போது மீதி எல்லா ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டும் டிஸ்டர்ப் ஆவாங்கன்னு தோணுது.
இல்ல நான் ஸ்கிரீன்ஷாட் எடுத்து நான் சாருக்கு அனுப்பிடுறேன்.
நீங்க பண்ணிடுறீங்களா?
ஆமா ஆமா.
ஓகே,
என்னன்னா நான்
அவங்களுக்கு
உங்க சாட் பாக்ஸை நான் இப்போதைக்கு டிசேபிள்
எஸ்,
பண்ணிடுறேன்.
நீங்க ஃபைனலா 5 minutes கொடுங்க. அவங்க என்ன
ஓகே
டவுட்ஸ் வேணா கேட்டுக்கலாம்.
ஓகே.
ஓகேப்பா, ஓகே. Condensation is the changing of gas phase into liquid phase. So this process is called as condensation. So reverse of vaporization process. The water vapor present in the condensed form of tiny particle in water droplets, the rain formation process. Okay, these particles are come closer together to the clouds and fogs. So that process is called as condensation process. So the four processes are evaporation, sublimation, transpiration, and condensation. Condensation is the process of reverse of vaporization process. Condensation is the changing of gas phase into liquid phase. Okay, and next process is precipitation process. Next process is precipitation. Another cycle process is precipitation. Due to the change in wind or the temperature, clouds are combined to make a bigger water droplets pour to down a precipitation, that is rain formation. Precipitation includes drizzle, rain, snow, and then hail. So what is precipitation means? Due to the change in wind and temperature, clouds are combined to make a bigger droplets. In water cycle, entire meaning is differ. In chemically, that in chemical changes means, that is precipitate means the settle down of particle is called as precipitation. But during the water cycle process, precipitation means due to the change in wind or the temperature. Due to the change of wind or temperature, the clouds are combined to make a bigger droplets, that is water droplets. So this process is done in precipitation process. Due to the change of wind, the clouds are combined to make a bigger droplets. So that is precipitation. So rain formation. Heavy rain means we call rain, or drizzling means 1 or 2 water droplets come from the clouds means that is called drizzle, and rain and snow or hail. Okay, next one is a runoff process. So runoff process means as the water was poured down, run over from the surface of the earth, that is rain is coming from the clouds, is it? So in that way the runoff water combines to form a channel like river, lake, and then end part is sea and ocean part. Okay, runoff process means that is water poured down from the surface of the earth. Yes, the rain is coming, the rain is fall down from the clouds. Next process is runoff. Runoff process means the water pours down. So it's run over the surface. What are the surfaces? What are the water surfaces? We already discussed that. Surface of the earth. That is river, and then pond, lake, like that. So the final part is river water and then lake water, another water surfaces are end up to that which part? Sea and then ocean. These are all the end part. Okay. So the water is stored in sea and ocean part. So the water pours down from the surface of the earth. So the runoff water is combined to the channel. And then runoff part means the runoff water is combined to join the river or lake or pond and then water surfaces. That process is called as runoff process. Another one is infiltration. Infiltration means some precipitated water moves deep into the soil. So then it moves down to the increases the groundwater level also. All the water is not to joined in sea part. Some amount of water is absorbed with the help of the soil. Sit or not, the rainwater, the soil is absorbed the rainwater. So that is called as infiltration. Infiltration process means precipitated part, some amount of water is moved deep into the soil. Water moves deep into soil. So the groundwater level is increased. In rainy days, we received continuous, we face incessant rain or continuous rain in the rainy days mean some amount of water is absorbed from the soil part. When the soil is absorbed the water means definitely the groundwater level is increased. How the groundwater level is increased? Because of the rainfalling only. Due to the heavy rainfall, we received the quantity of amount of water is increased. The water level is increased. How it is increased means the soil is absorbed all the rainwater. So the groundwater level is automatically increased. The water scarcity is not faced during the summer time. When the groundwater level is increased means we never face the water scarcity in all the season also. Infiltration process is nothing but the water moves deep into the soil. They moves down and increase the groundwater level. Okay. So next one is percolation. Percolation means that precipitated water flows into the soil and then fractured rock also. So infiltration and then percolation are two related but different processes. So the movement of water through the soil, that is two part. One is infiltration, another one is percolation process. Okay. I am going to explain the water cycle with the help of this simulation. Look at the simulation, students. It is very clear. It will give very clear idea about the water cycle. You don't write anything. You please ask the doubt in last 5 minutes. Okay. Yes, that process is to learn the stages is water cycle. First, we want to drag the sun. So this is the first process. Step by step, we recall all the steps of water cycle. That is what processes we learned. First one is evaporation. Yes, this is evaporation process. In evaporation process, we need sun energy. That is heat energy. Heat energy is the important energy for this process. Okay. First one, water. Water is the input and then sun heat. This is causes of sun heat. Water is changed into water vapor. Water is input. Yes, due to the cause of sun heat, the water is changed into water vapor. Look at here. Yes, the water vapors are coming from the water source. So, because of the sun heat. So, the heat energy is received. So, the water, liquid water is changed into gas though. So, this process is called as evaporation. Look at here, evaporation, that is liquid water due to the sun's heat leads to the water vapor. So this process is called as water vapor. Understand, students? One student asked the same concept, evaporation. Okay, and next process. What is the next process? Yes, that is input is water vapor. Okay, and then causes of cold surface, because the vapor is going on in the upper surface of the earth. So, and that part is, yes, in cold surface, it is changed into water vapor is changed into clouds. Water vapor is changed into cloud. Okay, the cause of cold surface. So that process is condensation. Look at here, students. This process, look at, see this screen. Yes, the cloud is formed in this area. Is it? Yes, this process, due to the condensation process, the water vapor is changed into cloud. That is, evaporated water due to cold surface leads to the cloud formation. That is condensation process. Is it clear? Shall we move to next? Yes. Next process is cloud. Cloud is the input of this process. And then the same cold surface only. It is not an heat. So the cloud is changed into liquid water. The cloud is changed into liquid water. So the condensation water vapor is the result. Inside the clouds result the formation of water droplets. Okay. Yes. Next one is another, the last process, condensed water. In condensation process, condensed water is formed in that place. That is freezing surface. What surface? Freezing surface. Condensed water is changed into a rain. Condensed water is changed into rain. Okay. So the precipitation, as the weight of cloud increase, the condensation of a rainfall. So look at here. I want to move the clouds. Yes, the cloud is moving in right side. Yes, beautiful. The rain is coming from the clouds, the rainfall. So this is the concept of water cycle. Have you all understand the process, students? Condensation process, evaporation, and then condensation, and then precipitation, and next one is rain formation process. Okay. Is that clear? precipitated water flows on the lands of surface water. Okay. First one is, look at here, the summary of the process is evaporation. That is, water is converted into vapor due to the sun's heat. Condensation, due to the heat, vapors are converted into clouds. Precipitation process, the water released from the clouds in the form of rain, snow, or sleet. And then the excessive rainfall water flowing on the earth's surface. Okay. Yes, that what are the four process of this water cycle? What are the four process? First one is evaporation. Where is evaporation process will come? Yes, in this area only water is changed into water vapor. That is called as evaporation process. Condensation process means that is cloud formation. Yes. And then surface runoff, and next one is precipitation process. Yes, this is precipitation process, that is surface runoff. Runoff water is coming from the clouds. Yes, the process is done in this area. So I think we are getting more idea about water cycle with the help of the simulation. Is it, students? Is this clear? Yes. Yes, here one small activity related to the water cycle process. Yes, what details we learned in the session? That is water cycle. Yes, what is water cycle? What are the process are done? Infiltration, precipitation, runoff, and then condensation process. These process are done in that water cycle process. Now we are going to match the proper places in that area. So correct answer. Which one is the right? Okay. Students, you are interested to join with me? You are interested to join with this activity? Is there anyone interest? Because you have an idea about this process means you please also join with me. You please some idea. You have an idea about that means you tell the answer for that process. Yes, first one is, first, what is the first process? That is evaporation. Evaporation process. Which is the evaporation process? Yes, this is evaporation process. Is that correct or not? Right. Okay. Next one is condensation process. Which is the condensation process? Where it is? Yes, this is condensation process. Is it right, ma? This is evaporation. This is condensation process. And then next one is precipitation process. Yes, this is precipitation process is in that area. Okay. And next one is, what are the other sources are? Transpiration. Where is the transpiration process is done? Yes. Transpiration, the plants are release the water vapor through the stomata part. So that is transpiration process. Okay. And next one is, what is the source of Condensation, precipitation, and then groundwater source. Yes, this is groundwater source. Okay. And then what are the remaining top? Runoff. Yes, runoff means what? The water is coming this place. Okay, that is runoff process. And then warm water is rises, and this is warm water rises. Okay, so this is precipitation part, evaporation, condensation, and then groundwater source, and then infiltration process. This is infiltration process. This is warm water rises. Okay, this is groundwater source. So all the points are right, ma? Is this right or wrong? Is there any idea about this? Okay. I'm going to submit the answer. Is there any changes? Means please you tell me, because you can understand all the process I explained in theoretically as well as I saw the simulation also. This is condensation, groundwater source. This is infiltration. Infiltration means that is water. Some of the precipitated water is moved into the soil. So that is infiltration. This is transpiration. Warm water arises here. Yes. Yes, once again, why I am asked that many times into you, that one answer is wrong, because the infiltration process as well as, and then what is that? One more, warm water rises. These two part is not correct. Okay. So this is warm infiltration process. The trees are absorb the water. Warm water rises means here this part. Okay. So this is infiltration. Water is absorbed from the soil. Warm water or rises. That is, the water is moved in all the areas. Okay. So this is condensation, transpiration, evaporation. This is precipitation. And then runoff means the water is moving from the hill station. This is groundwater surface. Warm water rise process means the water is a rise from the bottom to top part of the tree. So that is warm water rises. And then infiltration process means that is the soil absorb the water. Okay. So we have a very good idea about this process. Okay. Yes, one more activity also we are going to done, that is concept matching. Yes. What is that? What are the concept we understand? First, the water cycle process only. What are the process are occur in that places? One is, what is that? What is precipitation? Can you name the different types of precipitation? How does water turn into cloud? Where does the water go after to rain? What happens during the evaporation? What are the main parts of the water cycle? Yes, these are all the questions. So the answers are evaporation, condensation, precipitation. So what are the main parts of water cycle? Is this right? Yes or no? Yes, this is the right answer for that. Yes, that evaporation, condensation, and then precipitation and collection. Okay. What does the water go after to rains? Means after rains, the water can flow to the river, lake, and ocean, soak to the ground. And then plant also. Where does the water goes after the rain? So this is the right answer for this question. Then next one is what happened during the evaporation. Yes, During evaporation, water changes from a liquid to a gas that is called water vapor. So when it is heated by the sun, this process is called as evaporation. How does the water turn into clouds? How the clouds are formed? Yes, this is the right answer. Water vapor rises into the air and cools down. When it cools, it changes back to the tiny drops of liquid or in the forming of clouds. This process is called as condensation. Precipitation. Precipitation is when water falls from the clouds to the ground. It can be rain, snow, sleet, or hail. Okay. So first one is where does the water go after the rain, and then what are the main parts of water cycle? What happens during evaporation? What does the water turn into clouds? And then what is precipitation? Yes. These are all the right answers. Okay. So we got more idea about the water cycle with the help of simulation and 2 activities. I think you got good idea about water cycle. Yes, in this session, I explained what topic in what is the heading of that lesson? Biogeo. Yes, what is the heading? Biogeochemical cycle. In biogeochemical cycle, there are 3 cycles are possible. That is water cycle, nitrogen cycle, and then carbon cycle. Yes, I explained water cycle concept. What is water cycle means? Water cycle, that is cycle of the continuous movement of water on earth. So this process are done different kinds of stages, that is evaporation, sublimation, transpiration, condensation, precipitation, runoff, and then infiltration. So these processes are in water cycle. Okay. So is there any doubt in these topics? You please ask me now. Is there any doubt in evaporation, sublimation, transpiration, condensation? Okay. So you go and read in your book, take your book and read this part, that is water cycle. Tomorrow and then next session, we will discuss about the nitrogen cycle. Nitrogen is the important nutrition for the survival of all the living organism. That is the essential component of protein, DNA, and chlorophyll. So atmosphere is the rich source of nitrogen. Do you know the percentage of nitrogen is present in that atmosphere? Yes, 78% of nitrogen is in our atmosphere. Plants and animals, they utilize the atmospheric nitrogen. So this cycle is called as nitrogen cycle. Okay. They can use it only in that form of ammonia, that is amino acid, and or nitrates. The process involved the nitrogen cycle, nitrogen fixation, assimilation, ammonification process. Okay. We will discuss about that nitrogen cycle topic in the next session. Okay. Well, you please go through the water cycle process. Is there any doubt means we will discuss in next session. Okay. Thank you, student. Jai Vidya Shakti, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.